I quite like doing the side quest stuff, and for one thing, it should affect my ending if I manage to help the districts. Oopsie. So you don't take much damage from Shadow. Shit. My bad. Stop shooting. Ugh. But you're gonna take a lot of damage from this. And you don't take a lot of damage from range. There we go. I did that because it recovered my health. And would you believe that Murta isn't using that? So, did I just pick up a note? Oh, shillings. Bullets. That sticks. The investigation takes us inside here. I'll... There you go. That made it really easy. Okay. So the guy that came here rummaging was attacked probably by skulls, but there was one of those big monstrosities here. Well, so far no box. There are skulls behind the wall. I didn't mean to lock on. Does that mean... no. So this isn't the correct way in. There must be... ah. Thought so. There's another large beast down there. Kind of amazing that there's so many of them. Merch has only fought one and I'm finding multiple. Ooh, a used hat. Let's take a quick look at it. Doesn't have a lot of damage. But then it's a one-hand weapon, which makes sense. Can absorb blood. Can add extra stun points to it. Increase damage, decrease stamina. More blood, more stun, damage, stamina. So if I wanted a good one-hand weapon... oh wow, it does actually do fairly okay damage when upgraded. Then I could add extra blood, extra damage, extra blood, extra damage. So 20% extra damage on top of that would be like what? An extra 44, so it'd be like 264 damage on the highest level. That would be actually really good. But still, it's nice that I'm finding more weapons. Gives some variety. I think the next time I play this game through, I'm going to try playing it in a different way. Well, for one thing, I'm going to play evil. Doesn't mean I'm going to let's play it again. I'll probably be let's playing something else. Like, I've recently been enjoying the SPV overhaul mod for Halo.
This could be the box Lewis thought he lost. There's a letter inside.
There's a letter. So, Barrett, there's no easy way to say it, I'm going to be blunt. We can't keep on like this, at least I can't keep on like this. If Joe ever finds out about us, about his wife and his best friend, it will crush him. And then he will kill you. We had some good times together, but let's face it, I'm never going to be your Jane Lewis. You know it and I know it too, so I'm ending this right here and now. If you agree with my decision, I'm sure we'll find a way to be happy again. You, Joe, and me in the meantime. You, Joe, and me in time, sorry. And then the most important part of our story will have been preserved. Until that day, I wish you'd forgive me. Goodbye for now, Jane Peterson. So, Mr. Barrett.
Joe Peterson's wife, addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder?
Yeah, I wonder. Well, if I give it to Joe, he's going to kill Barrett, right? Which means that it would actually be the worst person to give it to. So, by that logic, I should... Wow, your eyes are all fucked up. I should give it to Barrett, by that logic. But, Joe is being an asshole because his wife died and he has no job and blah blah blah, and maybe he needs this thing from his last letter from his wife. I don't know. It's hard to say. Don't dodge my abilities. Right, so... I can't go up there. It would be kind of nice if I could go up the top of the building. But I can't. Have another look around. See if there's anything of value. Apparently not. So, make our way back. Probably gonna be stuff down there. The curfew. Anything here? Right, alright, let's go back. No doubt Myrta gave the letter to Barrett if she has done this quest.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look, don't be afraid.
Here, Joe, that piece of shit was having it off with your wife.
You again? What do you want this time?
I think the documents in this box could be of some interest to you.
Really? Where'd you get it?
I found it in an abandoned building nearby. I thought you might want to keep these letters.
Let me see. Letters about my boy. Thank you, sir.
You do not appear surprised or pained by this.
Surprised about what? Harry's my son, I'm his father, and that's all there is to know, don't you think?
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Here's a little something for your trouble. And to remind you to keep your mouth shut about all this.
I thought I would get more hints or something.
Peterson. Barrett, you had an affair with Joe's wife, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. She's the only woman I loved. My first regret is that she stayed with Joe after Harry was born. The second is I never shed a tear when she died.
Do you mean you're Harry's father?
No one will ever know for sure. And it's better that way. And I don't believe I'd have been all that bad as a dad.
Did you ever try talking to Joe?
Never. But I suspected he knew everything, even without knowing it. And he decided to make me pay in his own way.
Nice.
Before Harry is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
That guy's going loopy. That leads to the back of the church. Oh, hello. Sorry. This is necessary. Let me just eat you for a second. Now it's just you. Okay. Loot and loot and loot. Lots of quarantine signs. I don't want to wander too far. I want to see if I can gather any extra information, hints and stuff.
Oh, Camellia. Whitechapel, an angel made flesh, I tell you.
Are you okay?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
Okay.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
Fucking weird. Poets are all just kind of weird though, aren't they? You can't not be weird to be a poet. You have to be a little bit loopy. Ooh, let's see. So then, dear Mr. Nethercott, thank you for sending your book of poems, Songs from the Defeated City, which we found as interesting and profound as we told you the first time we received it. Alas, in the terrible times our country is currently facing, you must understand that such title would be totally inappropriate for any publication. Thus, since you still refuse to change your title and demand the full publication or none of your work, I'm sorry to announce you that Sycophant Publishing chose the second option. Fucking numpty. Actually, come on, dude, I just found this.
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
Woman! Are you the...
Good evening.
Yes, you're the mute
I'm
woman.
Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia.
She doesn't even, like, have a facial expression. Just stares. At least people who are mute do tend to communicate in more meaningful ways than just looking at you.
I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it?